Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about that full moon eclipse that's happening on July 16th, which is Tuesday at 5:38 p.m. in the sign of Capricorn at 24 degrees and 4 minutes. If you have any planets that are in a couple of degrees of that, you are definitely going to be feeling the impact. And for you, Gemini, it is happening in your 6th house of work-life balance. So what do you need to release in order to allow the balance to come into your life? That's kind of where you should be focusing your thought process. Go ahead and write down your intentions. Make sure you write out a gratitude list and then burn it, turn it over to spirit. So I'm working with the chakra cards because I kind of want to see where everybody is at. The energy of this eclipse is going to go out for 6 to 18 months. This is big stuff. So just because it's not happening this week doesn't mean it's not happening. Okay, so it starts the ball rolling. Things will be changing. Things will be shifting in this arena of your life. And you have so many cards here. It's craziness. Okay, so first off, you're being encouraged to get yourself grounded. Get yourself grounded. Which means you need to feel secure that you are covered financially, that you have enough food, that you got a shelter, that your basic needs being met. But this is about nature, presence, practicality, and stability. And so taking walks in nature, getting your feet into the water, just like getting out there and allowing yourself to release your fears so that you can feel safe. So focus on what makes you feel safe and releasing your fears. Then you also have money, which is coming in also as a also root chakra. So you're worried about money. You're worried about finances. It says finances, powers, generosity, and abundance. So it's going to be really important that you release your fears and that you develop an abundant mindset. And one of the best ways to do that is to start a gratitude list. Because as you start writing all the things that you do have, then you go like, wow, I really have this. I really have that. So you're worried about money. Well, I really have this talent. I make money. People will hire me to do this thing. Or I always have this opportunity. Or I'm really good at finding a bargain. I'm really good at finding things on sale. I know where whatever it is. These are all talents. These are all gifts. These are all things to be grateful for, and they will help you feel more abundant, more secure, and will allow you to understand that there is more than enough for everyone. There really is. And then also you have your personal boundaries. Choice, assertiveness, empowerment, and authenticity. This is sacral chakra. So we're working from the root chakra up to the sacral chakra, and that would be below your belly button, and that is that's your sense of self-worth, self-esteem. It's not your self-confidence. It's more like the it's kind of, maybe, I can't tell if this is yellow or not. But it is about standing up for yourself. And I know that's important because you also receive these 2 communication cards. One of them says communication, and the other one says self-expression. So these personal boundaries, I think, have to do with you being able to assert yourself on a very vocal level. Like, no, I don't want that. No, that doesn't work for me. No, I'm sorry, I'm really busy. I don't have time to do that. I do have to go to work today, or whatever it is. Like, don't take on other people's crap. Like, stand up for yourself. So, self-expression says vocalizing, individuality, inner voice, and assertiveness. And communication says self-expression, exchange, and sharing, and connection. And so, speaking to the people you care about, speaking to yourself kindly, developing that abundance mindset. These are things to be working on over the next 6 to 18 months. These are the things that you'll want to be working on. Okay. And I also feel like there was something I was going to say that had to do with that. Well, it'll come to me. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. I want to let you know that I am going to be doing bi-weeklies for the next 6 to 8 weeks because I'm in transition. Yay, I'm moving back to Florida. I'm so happy. I'm going to do... So I'll do the readings 2 weeks at a time. I'm going to try to present as much content as I can, but I'm going to have to pre-record while I'm here at this location because I won't be able to at the next location that I'm at anyway. And I need time to work on my website. Talking about communication. Well, you have a lot of cards coming out in groups here. It's so ooh. All right. So over the next 6 to 18 months, you have a serious situation coming up where you need to speak up. This is about money. It looks like a major relationship could be in trouble. Your overall energy is getting grounded. You have loving elementals, but this is about being grounded. So being grounded, feeling safe and secure, being able to communicate effectively what you need, being able to say no, being able to stand up for yourself. These are going to really come into play because you're going to feel under attack. This is the War of the Roses, and this is in the future in your heart space, and so you can change this. If you could speak up for yourself sooner rather than later, then you can turn this around this way. And so that's the way I'm going to put it because that's how I like it. All right. So currently, in the key of the situation is your heart's in your heart space. You have the Architect and the Hilaron. So the Hilaron is about accessing your higher knowledge, your wisdom gained from this lifetime and past lifetimes, speaking to your spirit guides, going through the Akashic records, just trying to get as much guidance and help as you can because you are creating your future. And this Architect right here, he is pointing toward this. So if you would like to create a future in which you are not feeling under attack and feeling battled, then now is the time to be speaking to your higher self and getting that stuff sorted out, standing up for yourself, finding ways to feel abundant, not worried about money. This could just be you fighting with your current relationship partner about money. So if you have spending habits that you need to curtail, or if you need to pick up a second job, this is 6 to 18 months. That's a long ways out. That's a lot of time to make adjustments that will help you to manage the finances. Again, this is Uriel. This is sifting through past life stuff. This is, okay, so let's just say as a child you guys were really poor and so you worry about money all the time. It's just a fear that you always have. This would be an opportunity to work to overcome it by asking for help from Uriel, Archangel, by communicating your fears to your partner. Personal boundaries in space, if you don't have a partner, this would be about you understanding what your financial situation is and creating a budget that actually works. That's personal boundaries in space. So you have it currently on your mind, this divine timing is at work here. You're being aided and you're being helped. This eclipse is an opportunity. Remember, we're talking about work-life balance. This is an opportunity to help to bring balance in so you can manage this fears, to create a strategy. You are trying to create a strategy. That's excellent. So you have the light of the world. This is spirit knocking, wanting to bring you information, but if you don't ask for help, they can't. So make sure that you spend some time in meditation. Make sure you spend some time. We have the Queen of the Scrolls, and because you are a Gemini, this is air energy, and I just want to say, write down, journal about what you're thinking about, what you're feeling about, because during the journaling process, then you begin to channel spirit, and you may be able to work out a lot of things on paper that you can't otherwise come up with. It's like a really great way. Another thing to do is to talk to a friend, talk it out, express yourself. So this expression is verbal, but it could be verbal through written expression, or it could be verbal through speaking. But it is through verbalizing that you are going to be able to figure out how to manage this situation. And you are going to be able to heal it because we have the divine physician. That is finding a way to heal a situation. You have Saint Germain, which is all about accessing your intuition. So using your intuition to find the solution And we have the Ark of the Covenant and the Messenger. So again, with the communication, so communicating and writing to yourself, if you are making a commitment about spending habits, signing a lease, if you're trying to put a roof over your head, this is communication that comes in the form of a commitment. Personal boundaries and space could be getting a place to live. But so that you don't feel under attack, it's really important that you're communicating to your partner, because this is about spousal fighting kind of thing. In the recent past, you have the my ship is on fire feeling. You definitely feel like everything got really broken down. You've been trying to figure out how to solve this. You're trying to build for the future, which is great. You're trying to strategize. Be sure to invite Spirit into the process to help you so that you can sort this all out and make this work. Okay, so this one, I haven't been reading them in the reverse for a reason, because it's too complicated. But this one right here, I am, because one way it's spring and the other way it's autumn. And so I think that, you know, this situation has been going on for a while. But it looks like you're working toward having something in place come autumn. This eclipse energy could bring this to you quicker. Look at this. You have a community. You're working within a community of like-minded people, exploring ideas, creating, building, trying to create the stability, and you're on track. You finish up on track. So this is all really good. I think this one was probably supposed to be in the reverse. I really haven't been reading them in the reverse, and that's why. So you can get your situation on. It's going to be communication. It's going to be writing. Scrolls is about writing. That's journaling. That's writing out what you need. That's writing a business plan. That's writing a marketing plan. That's writing a budget. That's writing. It's like actually writing, communication through written words. Also speaking, because we have the bird singing, this guy's mouth is definitely open. And so all kinds of communication is going to be key for you to create this personal boundaries and space that you need so that you feel financially abundant and secure. This is a lot of work going on in your work and career aspect, which doesn't surprise me. It's work-life balance. It could also be physical fitness, although I'm not seeing that at all from these cards. But it could be, say there has been a situation where you found out you had some serious illness that is hereditary, or you had to check to see what your family history is on that, and you need a plan that works. And that could be all this too. Communication, finding the right community support system. So if it's a health concern, again, it's this communication, written and verbal, oral communication that's going to really matter. And you need a break. You have deep rest. That's like that hibernation of fall into winter, and you have take a chance. So a situation, there's something coming up, there's an opportunity coming up that you're like, I don't know. Just take a chance. So when you're creating your strategy, if there's something that seems iffy, give it a shot. See what happens. Make sure you're inviting Spirit into the process. I can't stress enough how much I feel like that's important. The only place I'm feeling any tightness, though, is up in my upper chest, respiratory area. So, I mean, I suppose you could be dealing with something like, major lung issues that need some help. It could just be that you are suffering from a blockage in your ability to communicate in the throat chakra. You have trust in the universe and choose your path. Okay, so divine guidance is coming in. Pay attention for it. If you are choosing your path, weigh out the pros and the cons, put it on paper, look at it, take a really good look at what you need to do, which way you should go, and then trust your intuition. Like, you can only go so far with writing everything down and analyzing, and then at some point you have to make a decision. And when the decision-making time comes, follow your gut. But do all the research first. Do all the research first. Research the living tar out of it. It might be an experimental treatment that you're looking at. In the heart space, you're being asked to be patient. So, whether it's a treatment plan, whether it is a financial plan, whether it's you're waiting on a pay increase or a promotion or something, patience is going to be required. So make sure you're taking care of yourself physically so that you can manage the stress level, because patience is not my strong suit, and I'm not even a Gemini, and I don't know any Gemini that's really got a ton of patience sitting around there. You're an air sign and you want to flow freely. You don't want to be constrained, and so patience is a little complicated for you, so make sure you have a good outlet for that. Ooh, but we have love and healing. We have love and healing. So, yes, this War of the Roses here is going to be in the reverse. That's great. You are going to find your way through this situation. I really feel like you can, like the opportunity is there, the information is available to you. You just need to research the living tar out of it to find it all. So I'm dog sitting, and the dog wants in, and so I'm going to see how patient he is, and if he can't be patient, I may have to run away for a second here and let him in, because I don't want him tearing up the screen. So you have the Golden Palace. This is you being intent and focused on what it is you're trying to create, where it is you're trying to go. And the Golden Palace also has to do with your connection with Spirit. So making sure that you stay connected to Spirit. Make sure that you're asking for the guidance. It's hard to listen to your heart and your intuition if you haven't opened it up to the guidance. So that's the first step, right? Saying your prayers, doing your intentions, doing your meditation, feeling into your heart space. So you are exactly where you're supposed to be, but where you are is unknown territory. It says you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So even though you're trying to figure out the strategy to all this, wow, look at all these other cards I didn't even see there. Okay, so we have infinite abundance is pouring out over you. That's so wonderful. That's you choosing to feel abundant. You can bring it in. We have choosing the path. I swear you had that on another one. Right here, choosing your path. So you have options. You would definitely have options. And it's going to be up to you to figure out which way to go. We have wise leader. You are a beacon for others in answering the call. So, and this bird here, that looks like a Twitter bird, right? Like it's calling out the bluebird of happiness, though. So here's the thing. You have the opportunity to make a decision, choose a path, go the way you want. You are the architect. You can create the way you're taking this, to create this commitment, to be with this community, to solve this problem. We have divine physician, which is healing energy. It feels a lot like a health concern. It really does. But it could be a job concern. It could be a financial issue. But I will say this. It looks like the answers are there. Either way, you're just going to need to be the Queen of Scrolls. You're going to need to do the research. You need to be open to receiving information and listening to your intuition. Okay? That's a lot. But communication is your superpower, so you can do this. 6 to 18 months. All right, so I am looking for, besides Uriel, or maybe Uriel comes up again, looking for archangels. I would definitely go with Gabriel, but since we're talking about communication, but some guides to really help you that you can turn to. So, Archangel Gabriel and Uriel, and then we have Archangel Zedekiel. Righteousness of God. Zedekiel is the Archangel of forgiveness, mercy, and benevolence. forgiveness of self and others, emotional healing, compassion, freedom, finding lost objects, and memory. It's violet and it's amethyst. I invoke the energy of Archangel Zedekiel, and I ask you to surround me with your light of forgiveness and mercy. And so, if this is a situation where you guys are fighting and arguing over money or something, open your heart to be forgiven. Open your heart to forgiving. Forgive yourself. That's what I mean by opening your heart to be forgiven. When you forgive yourself, then it opens the flow of blessings to you. There was this one too that wanted to come. Archangel Gabriel. Okay, I thought there were two. Yeah, so Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, and then Archangel Zedekiel for healing and emotional healing and just, you know, if it's a physical healing, be sure to call on St. Raphael. That's a lot of angel power. You've got this. You can do this. So communicating clearly and effectively and creating that mindset of abundance, believing in yourself. All right? All right. I will talk to you soon. You take care and be well.